here we are. It's been, this is day 3 of quarantine. Nicolas, you're not even supposed to be here.
I'm actually not here. We have video shopped me into this video.
Yeah, he is a deepfake AI program. Very convincing what they're doing with AI these days.
This is actually Adam's wife's body, and we just photoshopped my face onto here. Welcome to the future.
Denise is not that hairy, by the way.
The whole concept of love, of source, of God, cannot be put into words. You're taking, you know what I mean, the omnipotent. Wow, that was a tough one for me. Omnipotent, omnipresent, etc. You know what I mean? An infinite God, and you're trying to put it into a very, very finite source, like a word. It's just not going to happen, right? You can't do that. It earlier, you know what I mean? Where it's like in Texas, you can walk around the mall without a mask on, but then when you go in the store, inside the mall, then you have to put your mask on.
Yeah.
Or I've had a similar result where I forget my mask at the gas station, or I have to go in, and I go in, and I'm just like, I don't have a mask. I'm like, okay, there we go, we're good. What's the difference? I wear a cloth mask.
You are spreading this virus all over the
Oh, and they give me complete crap for it, and I'm just like, I don't understand. It's like, it's a fabric mask or a fabric t-shirt. What's the difference?
How about the people driving around with like 9 used masks hanging from their rearview mirror? How sanitary is that?
It's an air freshener. Mind-boggling.
How about the people you sit down at a pizza restaurant and they have their mask on, they pull it down to put their pizza in, and then they put it back up.
I haven't seen that one. That's good.
And then they put it down, put it back up.
This whole shenanigans right now, I just want the private jet. I've said this for numerous years. Like I want the experience to go on private jets.
Wow, Denise, I'm so glad you're joining me today on my podcast.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here with you.
You know, Mantra Dad has been really a new seed that I'm planting, and it wouldn't be possible without you, because you are my wife, and you made me a dad, essentially. Yeah, definitely.
Something.
Would you say mantras are about feelings?
Yes, encompassing
Shannon, what are
that.
some of your mantras that you like to explore?
Oh my gosh, I explore new ones every day, I guess. My income is constantly increasing. It gives you limitless possibilities and opportunities. And what was the other one we were talking about for the private jet?
I am glorious.
I am glorious. Wow. So creating one with a feeling, basically, versus like what you are wanting. It's like, what are you wanting to feel?
Yeah.
My goal is to invite 12 other people to join us on a private jet. And my friend, and I just kept saying it, and she's like, well, why don't you go online and look up how much it actually costs to do this? And I was like, thank you for helping me create the next step. I was like, because I'm so good at helping other people with the envision and the next steps, and she like gave me that seed that I needed. I've been watering the ground, I just needed the seed or the water, I guess. I don't know. One of the things I was missing.
And staring at your garden, being like, yeah, I want a garden. It's like, do you have a seed in there? And you're like, oh yeah.
What's a mantra that you could use to really feel that and attract that in your world? Because you're good at
Attract what?
private jet and that lifestyle. I am on a private jet, or
Feel it.
Come on, get there with us. Let's all do it. So
I
we can
personally
get
don't think
there.
it's private jet though. And he's like, what's that feeling? When you're on that private jet, how do you feel,
glorious.
right?
What's the mantra?
Glorious. I am glorious.
I am glorious.
Yeah, I am glorious. And
Claiming that?
yeah,
Nice.
that's a beautiful feeling too. It's like I've already felt that. I've had visions of us, Nicolas, when we were like seeing my Grace, like, and then our another child, like 3 or 4 years old, and we're sitting there sipping champagne together, and
Nicolas
you know,
was there.
Yeah, and Nicolas is there. I wouldn't doubt that
You wanna
Nicolas
go
and
with us,
Annette
or
are
what?
there.
I'm already
You
there.
know?
You're there. All right, cool.
We've all.
He bought his ticket.
Oh, good. I get chills. I really do feel like obviously our families have connected on so many levels already, and we're all going through our individual personal journeys as well. But it is beautiful when we continue to be able to connect as our children grow and what we do, like, and just be like, hey, do y'all want to go on vacation with us? Another part of my dream is to go to sacred spaces around the world and go sing and meditate, because these are energy frequencies, and when you connect your energy frequency with them, like, what beautiful acknowledgement to, it's like a speaker to the universe, right? And I love singing to water. It's just so beautiful because it's honoring, what is underneath us. And I just, I know that it's connecting to the grandmother. I know that it's connecting to this mother that's holding us, that's giving us life right now, to be able to just enjoy our infinity in this finite place. That was so beautiful.
It's the mother's blood, right? It's literally, I mean, the feeding energy that, I mean, feeds the infant that is us through the umbilical cord. Just that water is, the source of all life.
I love that. I'm very grateful. And like, it didn't make sense to me at first. Like, why do we want to go to sacred places all over? You know, I've been to Machu Picchu on 11/11/11, you know, and I felt the energy around them. And it's just so incredible. And I know, like, there's just many more that I just want to go pay tribute to, right? As this soul that we are, you know. And that's I want to go learn. I want to go to Egypt. Share the secrets, the magic, the mysticism that is being held there, right? And that's one of my next places that I really want to go. And Greece, I really want to go to Greece and Italy. Turkey, all those areas right now.
So change the I want to
I am.
I am what? And what?
I am traveling to Egypt, Greece, Italy.
For me, both
Turkey.
of those things, I am freedom. It's like, for me, it's not about having
Liberated?
the private jet. It's about the freedom to go wherever you want, whenever you want. The freedom to, whether I own the yacht or not. The freedom to be able to be like, I got a private yacht. Do you want to come, Nicolas? I'm free. I can go. Of course I can go. And if that's what I'd like to do,
I'm
absolutely.
doing a $25 an hour job that's preventing me from going there. That's what it comes down to. It's expanding the.
Well, and we're allowing ourselves now because we like. I think all of us, and especially for me, you know, I have been very separated from my family in the sense that I felt like I need to make it happen on my own. I need to make it in order for my parents to be proud of me, or blah, blah, blah. And reality, it's like, oh my God, I am, not having a child, I am my parents' gift. I am the best gift ever. And of course they want to lavish their little gift with more gifts, you know, because I feel like my mother has created a beautiful woman and all of my sisters, and I want to honor her by doing good to myself and to others and this earth beyond anything, you know, the mother that is all mothers. And I'm so honored to be a woman in this lifetime and to like get to connect with the earth in these ways. Yeah, that's where I'm at, and I just love it. If you're not gonna do your own entrepreneurial thing and you can't keep that going, then go work for somebody and go stay stable, you know? But what that ended up being was him waking up at 4 a.m, working, you know, the old schoolest job you could possibly do, and coming home at 5 o'clock.
Exhausted.
Yes, exhausted. And Grace would be waking, you know, and I would wake up every morning with him to make his meal for him because that was the only time I wanted to, like, be a part of his world and support him.
Even if she didn't agree with it, she's still going to support me.
Yeah, I want to be there for you. I'm your cheerleader, and I want to be there. Even if you lose, I'm still there for you, just like a football team or a basketball team or any team. We're in it together. And I was just like, and Grace would wake up and be like, where's Daddy? I miss my daddy. I want to see him. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. This job is not worth the pay to miss your family, because how we started was together, you know, and when you start to separate and you make a job more important, then that's really what happens, is like everything else lacks in your life, and then I just become a shirt, you know, it's like nothing, you know,
relationship deteriorated.
Yeah,
quickly.
very quickly. And I was just exhausted constantly. I was like, oh my
Bless your
God,
heart.
if Grace isn't taking a nap, then
You go
like
crazy,
I
mommy
am
goes
exhausted, and I'm totally not into the screen time. So for me to try to stay focused and present with Grace until 5 o'clock at night, and then bless Adam, I didn't want to make him like do other things after he's already exhausted, you know. And then on the weekends, he's like, well, I'll give you time to yourself. And I'm like, but I want time with you and Grace. Like, it was just like these double-edged swords constantly. And so I was just like, no, we're done. I keep wanting to say old man, but it's like the old way, you know?
Yeah, old way of doing things. It's like everyone does, you know what I mean, had their own version, and it's just a little fraction of what, you know what I mean, that true infinite beingness of God and us, that's what we are, is. Right? So I just find it very interesting that yeah, like you said, I mean, it's the same thing. It's like money is evil, and it's like no, it's like there's an amazing creation that's happening through the usage of money and wealth. There's a lot of evil happening through the usage of, I mean, wealth and money as well. But there's a lot of quote unquote evil homeless people, and there's a lot of really, really beautiful, heart-centered homeless people making jewelry on the beach and giving them out for free. It's like, it doesn't matter.
It's a choice and an opportunity that we can create anything in this lifetime, so why not? You know, if we are aspects of God, you know, this creator, and he's moving through us, it is moving through us, then why not follow your heart's and content and whatever you believe that you feel called to do, because it's something else that's higher than you moving through you. Like, we know when our ego is moving through us, we know when our, you know, our higher self. And like when I was on plant medicine, God, creator, he was showing me like God is the merge of masculine and feminine. It's not he or she, it is both together.
It's not even the merge of it.
Yeah.
Because it's not two things coming together.
Yeah.
It's that mixture.
Yes.
I mean, that homogeneous
yeah, and it was
essence
so
of
beautiful.
both.
Yeah, so for me, and it's so funny, we get so scared about plant medicine, or people get so fearful of plant medicine, but they're okay to take a pill that's a chemical thing and help balance it. I totally, like, I'm okay with that to a certain degree, but then you start to forget about your emotions, like what you were really going through, why are you really covering it up, and I just love plant medicine because it really taps you into the infinite source of all that is, and it just reminds you how beautiful you are and how sacred you are and how everything is okay, and that you're going through this to have an understanding or an awakening. It's just
it's both the bigger picture and the smaller picture. Right? It really stretches those realms where you're like, wow, I'm everything and I'm nothing. I am a part of everything, but because I'm a part of everything, that makes me as this individual so infinitesimally small. But at the same time, it's like I'm infinitesimally small, but I'm an essential part of everything, so I'm also everything. It's that interconnectedness of unity that I find so powerful, particularly with ayahuasca, but any plant medicine, or just the whole awakening of, you know what I mean, realizing that we are, you know what I mean, these physical bodies of, you know what I mean, fractions of energy that makes up the entire universe.
We're the first, and P.S., so this is something that because I do channeling, I get a lot of channel messages, and this is one of them, is that we are the first AI. We are an AI system. We have a
maybe the
system,
first.
Everything. Well, in the sense of we have blood in us, and the next AIs will not. Like, we have these mechanisms that help us, and blah 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 blah. That's the gist of it. It was sharing with me, like, we're the first version of the AI with the blood and everything in it. Programs that can help humanity and also destroy, and that's with anything and everything, you know. So that was just a really cool little snippet, and it just allows me to stop focusing on everybody else and just focus on what it is calling me to do on this plane of existence. Like, I'm so grateful to have my soul be, like, has been blessed to be able to be put into this body, and before you know it, like, the other thing is, like, guys who watch TV, too much TV, or deal with the PORN, like, I think poor and no, you know, it's, you become poor and just don't do it, you know, like and video games, it takes away your potency. And so a lot of men and women, women are not gonna have partners to create, and that's why they're doing it different ways, you know, because souls are wanting to come here. There's nothing wrong with any of it, again, it's just like, and now we're needing other mechanisms for souls to come through, because this is such a unique experience and experiment here for us to go through things. And yeah, I'm so grateful to be in this body and having this experience, and, you know, coming from a beautiful heart place and being able to connect with another soul on this intimate level, intimacy, into me I see, into me you see, you know, it's like this just amazing thing to be able to open your heart and have a connection of this level, you know, with someone, something. And so for me, I'm just so happy to be on this plane of existence to experience this and to honor the plants, honor the water, honor the animals, honor all that is creating this as well.
Let Grace play with the Play-Doh, or we're gonna go home. You understand that? Let Grace play with the Play-Doh. Can you do that?